The energy's good. The comedians are backstage. Let them hear you. Are you ready for some comedy? All right. Our opening act travels with Ben across the country, opens for him across the nation. He has a show next week at the MGM Grand. Give it up for Ken Garr.
Someone at sea, make some noise out there. What's up? Let me hear it. Are you guys ready for the Ben Gleib show? Who's having a great Summit at Sea? Who had an amazing time? Oh, I wish this were summer at sea, don't you? Oh, anybody had the fucking Virgin Voyages crew walk in on you fucking cleaning your balls? Anybody else? Yeah, they knock quickly, don't they? They're like, room service, motherfucker! Why don't you relax? Let's give it up for the Virgin Voyages crew. What a great job they did this week. Absolutely amazing. I am so thrilled to be here. I want to start my show tonight by doing the joke I forgot to do the other night. I forgot. I had dinner with my friend Becky a couple of weeks ago. She's one of those friends that we only see each other like every year. And she's very quiet during dinner. So finally I was like, why are you so quiet? And she goes, this is embarrassing. She goes, but after dinner, I got to go to CVS and buy a Plan B pill. I was like, oh no. I go, what happened? She goes, I had a one-night stand last night and the condom broke and I just want to make sure everything's okay. I was like, well, I'm coming with you on this journey. Did you guys know that there's two types of Plan B? There's Plan B and there's a generic brand called Option 2. And it's only $10 cheaper. And she's like, I think I'm gonna go with Option 2. And I was like, Becky, sweetheart, this might be a name brand situation. Like, let's spend the money, huh? And then I realized I'm not the father of this child. I'm not having sex with Becky. But I'm her friend and I'm gonna embarrass her. So I started to walk about 5 feet behind her down the aisle going, why can't we keep it? I love you. We got to the cashier. She's like, you want a bag for 10 cents? I'm like, I want my son. She goes, stop it. You're not even the father. I was like, that's the joke I forgot. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Can't tell that joke in Texas. What are you, from Texas? Shut up. The greatest thing that ever happened to me actually happened during the pandemic. I married the woman of my dreams, everybody. My beautiful wife, Jen. Thank you. Many of you guys have seen us walking around. My wife is gorgeous, and I'm supposed to say that because I'm her husband, but we are a mismatched couple. I'm not kidding. We walk down the street and men are like, ma'am, is he bothering you? I'm like, I'm her fucking husband. My wife is so hot, everyone thinks I'm her gay best friend. Like, that's how hot she's so hot. Guys hit on her all the time. I love it. I don't get jealous. I don't get insecure. I take it as a compliment. Every time I go to the bathroom, some dude buys her a drink. I'm like, yes, those are expensive. My wife and I were friends for 6 years before we started dating. That's right, I did it. Friend zone to end zone. Don't give up hope. That's right. I just sat in the bushes waiting. It's weird. It's weird when you first start dating your friends. Yeah, let's get the fucking giant condom up here. Yeah. By the way, this is my first summit, and I'm starting to get the impression that maybe some of you guys are doing drugs this week. I don't know, I'm getting a little bit of an impression that maybe that nasal spray didn't have nasal stuff in it. Yeah. Maybe we should start checking some shaving kits, huh, security? Yeah. Maybe check out a cooter or two, you know what I mean? That's too far? Okay. It's weird when you first start dating your friend. It is weird. We were best friends for 6 years, never romantic. All of a sudden, we're dating. First time we hooked up, I got us a hotel room. Let me explain. She was getting divorced, so she was staying with her folks temporarily. I was visiting Chicago, where I'm from. I'm staying with my folks, and we don't want to have sex in the basement like a couple of high schoolers. So I got us a hotel room. I don't know if you ever got a hotel room just to have sex before, but it's not like it is in the movies. Right? In the movies, it's like, you want to get a room, all of a sudden it cuts to clothes coming off. But in real life, you got to check into that shit. It is a long process. You got to have a driver's license, a credit card, a confirmation number. I had to go look at the license plate number of my dad's Buick LaCrosse. This guy's explaining breakfast the next day. We got a wonderful continental breakfast from 6. I go, bro, I've been waiting 6 years to have sex with this girl. Please, give me the key. He's like, you want a warm cookie? I'm like, of course I want a warm cookie. Yes. My wife is 10 years younger than me. That's right. Woo! Spring chicken. I'm going to tell you something right now. It is intimidating dating somebody 10 years younger than you because you become the woman in the relationship. Let me explain. About 2 weeks into it, we were lying in bed, and I was like, so, like, what are we? She's like, don't be a little bitch. I was like, sorry. Like, you're always going to brunch with your friends. She's like, shut up. I'm like, okay. I found out recently that my wife is terrible at dirty talk. Yeah, she's horrible at it. As gorgeous as she is, awful at phone sex. I'm on the road 40 weeks a year. Sometimes daddy gets horny. So I called her up recently. I go, you want to have some phone sex? She's like, yeah, let's do this. I was like, all right. I go, I can't wait to see you in 3 days. I'm going to tear your clothes off. She's like, that sounds like fun. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? So I amped it up like, I'm going to go down on you. She's like, that's going to feel really good. I'm like, you're terrible at this. Awful. At one point, she started making sound effects, but they weren't sexy sound effects. I was like, I'm not kidding. I'm going to throw you down on the bed. She's like, yowza. I'm like, are you doing jazz hands? Are you jazz hands? Fucking... My wife has ADHD because, you know, she's in her 30s, and you all have it. Oh, did that strike an ADHD nerve? Oh. I didn't know anything about ADHD, and I don't think you can understand it until you start living with somebody with it. But the best way I can explain it is that my wife has 9 windows open in her brain at once, and she can only focus on one window at a time, and it's usually watering monsteras. So you have to learn to adjust. As her partner, I try to be supportive of her ADHD. I'll come home, and there's food on the stove. And she left it there not because she's messy, not because she's lazy. She simply forgot that she ate food that day. And so I'm a good husband. I put it away. I don't even mention it. I move on with her life. But sometimes I use it to my advantage. My wife hates sports, and every Sunday I want to watch the game. So she'll come in. She's like, you want to watch? You want to go to farmer's market? I'm like, babe, can you get me a red pen? And then she's gone for 4.5 fucking hours. Gone. Gone. She comes back with bags from IKEA. The shower is regrouted. And she comes in, she's like, are you still watching football? I'm like, babe, where's my red pen? Oh my God, I totally forgot. Okay. Oh, shit. But I am grateful to be dating. I'm grateful to be married again. I'm grateful to be married again. Play it. Fucking relax. And fucking 99% of you polyamorous as fuck, so just chill out. I can't believe like 94 of you walked up. So you guys like married? Like, yeah, we're married, motherfucker. We're trying to fuck my wife. You cool, bro? Like, a lot of polyamorous WhatsApp chats going on around here, isn't there? Yeah. If you're not familiar with what polyamory is, it means that when you kiss your girlfriend, you will taste someone else's dick. That's what polyamory is. Yeah. That's how to best sum it up. Ooh, my. But I'm grateful to be married again. I am grateful. No more dating apps for this guy. Those things are terrible. I was on those apps for 10 years. putting up 10-year-old pictures, right? Writing out little cute profiles. By the way, ladies, all your profiles are the same. I'm just looking for a guy with a great sense of humor. Oh, really? Because I'm literally one of the funniest people in the fucking world. Just be honest. You're not looking for a guy with a great sense of humor. You're looking for a guy with abs. I don't have abs. I have an ab. I have one ab. You know a guy with that V thing? I don't got a V. I got a fucking U. I have a U. When I sit down, it's a W. I'm grateful though, man. No more dating for this guy. Dating is for your 20s and 30s. You guys enjoy it now. Right? I was dating well into my 40s. At one point, my pickup line was, "So do you wanna?" That was my pickup line. Because if not, I'm gonna go home and make a hot pocket and put a heating pad on my back. I'm 40, my back hurts. I don't give a shit if you come home with me. I got a PlayStation. I get to be in the Super Bowl tomorrow. I have noticed, though, that the older you get, the harder it gets. You guys in your 20s enjoy it now. You go home with a girl, you're like, "Hey, you got condoms back at your place?" I was 40. I was like, "Do you have Tums back at your place?" Because Daddy had pizza for dinner, and that shit's coming back. No more breakups. Can we get the condom up here again? That'd be so great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Is that a condom? Is it? Very cool. Fuck yeah. That's about right. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. No more breakups for this guy. I am done. We are going to be together forever. I know some of you thinking, well, you could get divorced. Absolutely not. Murder, suicide. I will kill us both. I swear to God. That's maybe too hard for a cruise. I get it. I'm not going through any more breakups. They're the worst. And I feel like women think that men don't go through shit during breakups, and we do. We go through some shit. Right, fellas? Fellas, you ever get dumped so bad you gotta go sit on a pier for a while? Every time I see a dude by himself on Santa Monica Pier, I'm like, "It gets better, bro." Don't call her. I've been dumped so many times I can see it coming, because there's certain things that you ladies do right before the breakup. Number one, you start working out. Oh, yeah. I dated this woman for 3 years. She never did a sit-up, a push-up, a pull-up. All of a sudden, she started doing hot yoga at 5 a.m. with some dude named Javier. And I was like, "Babe, I'll come with you. We'll do this as a couple." She's like, "This is my journey." Like, oh, fuck, she's on a journey. She cropped me out of our Facebook profile picture. She didn't change the picture. She literally opened up that circle and moved it over until I wasn't in it anymore. One minute there's this happy bald guy loving life. The next minute it was just my right ear. I got Van Gogh'd on my own photo. You guys are so good at breakups. You're amazing at them. Women should always do the breaking up. You want to know why? Because you're not spontaneous. No woman who ever wakes up is like, "I'm going to break up with that asshole today." Fuck no. It's a 90-day process. You talk to your mom every day for an hour. You start up a group chat with your friends titled, "Can I Marry a Comedian/Uber Driver?" The hustle is real. So when the breakup finally happens, you've been through all 5 stages of grief already. Getting dumped by a woman is like getting laid off from a company. The conversation is the same. When my first wife split from me, she showed up in a pantsuit. I was like, "This can't be good. This isn't going to end well." She sat me down at the kitchen table. She's like, "As you know, our organization's gone through several changes recently. We no longer need your services. Go ahead and collect your belongings, and Javier will walk you out." Like the guy from yoga? What the fuck? Are you guys ready for a great show? I'm so excited to bring up your next act. This is a special guest. He was not originally scheduled on the show. He's been kind enough to come out and do some time and share some of his art. He is Emmy-nominated, multi-platinum selling artist, best-selling author. He's going to come out. He is a poet. He is a lyricist. He is an artist. Put your hands together for In Q.
Yeah. This album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter.
All right. How you guys feeling tonight? You feeling good? Come on, we can get some more energy in the house. Do you guys feel good? Do you feel alive? All right, I do not usually do comedy shows, but Ben was nice enough to ask me to come out and give me 5 minutes to do a poem for you guys. So I was trying to think, what poem would be appropriate for a comedy show? And I wrote this piece when I was like 19 years old, and I almost never do it. So this is like a special occasion. I'm gonna share it with you guys. But it's a weird ass fucking piece. And it's a piece about a pirate. But ultimately, it's about the hero's journey. So I need a lot of energy from you guys. When I point at you, I want you to go, oh yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, you'll do it in the end and you'll know when. Captain Haiti sailed the 7 seas with a barrel of ale and his mateys. He had a peg leg and an overbearing voice that would scream to the crew, get your sails and hoist. He'd stroll on the deck, parrot in his shoulder, sword in a sheath, barrel in his holster, plotting out the course by dim candlelight, X mark in the spot, solid gold in his sights. Then one day Haiti heard of this treasure, far too great of a fortune to measure. So he got his band together and set out through stormy weather. They traveled through rugged waters, over sharks, seals, whales, and otters. Months went by, no land, just sky, till the guy in the crow's nest screamed for his life. There's land ahoy, oh boy, oh boy. There's land ahoy, there's land ahoy. There's land ahoy, oh boy, drop the anchor to the floor, it's time to go to shore. So Captain Haiti strolled on the beach with the map in his hand and the gold in his reach. He trekked through the jungle, cutting brush with his knife till the sun set, then he set up camp for the night. But by dawn's early light, he was off saving ground with the ship at his back and the sun beating down. He followed on the path till it led him to a cave, then he lit up a torch and he walked in brave. You guys are fast on that shit. Okay. Tiptoe inside. He knew men had died. Bones on the sidelines. Shone like some guidelines. Don't hit the booby track, duck, roll, and step on back, slip into the inner room, gold's gonna sparkle soon. Captain Haiti jumped the snake pit, then he crossed carefully on this rickety bridge. He climbed up a ladder till it came to a ledge that led him to a door the size of 10 men. He pushed on the door till it opened a crack, then he slipped inside to a dense pitch black. Step back, he heard a roar from inside of the cave. He grabbed his sword, he would try to be brave. He saw some movement in the shadows beyond. He shed some light and there a giant stood strong. Wah, ah, 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 ah. Do you want to know what's going to happen? Fee, fi, fo, fum, who's come for my gold? Leave now, go, son, or die by smash, go. Haiti hit the ground, didn't wait till he was told twice. Took the barrel out, then shot him in his cold eyes. Then he grabbed his knife and stabbed him in between the legs. Watched the giant fall, then laughed like a greedy kid. Grabbed the gold, then grabbed the jewels and set out on his way. Hit the ship, then lift the anchor, sail into the bay. Everybody's happy, everything would be okay. All his meat, he's got a piece, then set out on their way. Once they were gone, Captain Haiti disappeared to his own private island where he lived out his years, singing songs to the sunset, numbing all his senses. Every single night he'd have an orgy with wenches. Every single day he'd smoke a bowl from out the hookah. But by twilight he was drunk off Sambuca, sitting on the beach, reminiscing to himself about a young man's quest for the fame and for the wealth. But it's not about the fame, and it's not about the wealth. It's the chances that you take and the challenging yourselves. Captain Haiti thought about it, then he walked inside. He hadn't done it for the gold. He had done it for the ride. Thank you guys so much for listening to me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. All right, I want to get this out to read it because I want to get it right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here to see Ben Gleib tonight. He is one of the lead anchors of the Young Turks. He is the host and head writer of the Emmy-nominated brain teaser game show, Idiotest. He is a friend, but I am also a fan. Let's show an enormous amount of love. Get up out of your chairs. Give it up one time for Ben Gleib.
You need cooling, baby, I'm not fooling.
One more time for InQ, everybody. One more time for Ken Garr, everybody. One more time for whatever the thing with the mustache was. Don't know what that was. Literally a person with a fake mustache came up to me and said, "Can I open the show?" I said, "I guess." I'm not saying doing shows at Summit is different, but there's fucking bubbles floating around right now. Just to make a small point. Oh shit, she's back in the front. Oh fuck. Why? Why? First my dad passes away and then this shit? There's something very personal I would like to share, more than I already shared the other day, because I told you that, my fiance and I broke up 6 months ago. I told you about my father. I didn't mention this part. I didn't think you were ready for it till now. But I did have a third fucked up thing happen about 2 weeks ago. You gotta stop. You've been waiting for this for 2 fucking days, huh? So have they, so shh. Thank you. I finally went out for one night to try to decompress, went out drinking, and went back to this lady's house, and she let her dog out of the upstairs room he was being kept in. And not a joke, sadly, this dog sprinted downstairs, sprinted into the kitchen without even making eye contact with me, launched himself into the air, and latched onto my dick and balls. That is a fact. That is a true story. Luckily, I was drunk, didn't know I was bit for about 3 minutes. 3 minutes later, I was like, the fuck is this? Went to the restroom, blood everywhere, had to go to the ER. And I only share this story for 2 reasons. One, because it's just further proof you never know what could happen in life at a moment's notice. And 2, I only bring it up because it's already healed, ladies, so don't worry about it, you know what I mean? I think it's just stronger now. I think it's just stronger. In the dog's defense, I was there to fuck his mom. And I've been looking for signs in the universe everywhere since my dad passed, and I've been seeing them and feeling them. Like, I believe deceased people can communicate many ways, one of them being through the wind. They can connect to the wind, and I've always felt my deceased loved ones in the wind and their spirit in that, and I feel like I've had connections and moments with my dad already since he passed, and I truly believe that. But if that's true, there's no way I can't also take some kind of a sign from the universe from a dog attacking me in the dick. That's gotta mean something as well, you know what I mean? Living the dream, you said? Great recovery, thank you. You haven't seen my dick, sir. That was very presumptuous of you, but you did just win a backstage pass. Oh, shit. The only question people ask me when I tell them that story, they immediately say the same thing. What happened to the dog? Obviously, choked to death. So stupid. Hasn't been as much weed on the boat as I expected. It's mostly because I heard apparently somebody tried to get 3 pounds of weed on board and was caught because that's very stupid to bring 3 pounds of weed. It's obviously far too much. What did you think the scanner would think? I have an organic farming business. These are grass samples. These are just soil samples. We could have all had a much better cruise if only his asshole was a little bigger. I did hear this sentence this weekend. I don't do drugs, only psychedelics. So the world is really evolving. We are really evolving, folks. If you haven't figured this out by now, here's a tip for any of you looking to hook up this weekend. If anyone says to you, you want to come back to my room and cuddle, they just mean to cuddle. Very disappointing. I was like, this is the longest foreplay. I've been sleeping for 6 hours. Hugging and cuddling, very important to this group of people, my God. Hugging and cuddling, it's your lifeblood. People just keep connecting with me deeply, hugging me. I'm trying to walk, I'm trying my moves, the straight arm, the heart, the wiggle fingers, the crouch, I gotta go. They're stopping me. Hug, give me a hug, come in. Bring it in, deep hug. It's like so hard to hate on such kind people. I wanna hate so bad. I'm like, look at this fucking guy showing up for me. This piece of shit making me stop so he can share some love. Boring. Hugging, so important. I mean, 9 people hugged me in the fucking ocean today. Do you understand? Literally, I had to get smacked in the face by waves so I could hug 9 dudes. It was very uncomfortable for me. There was an actual cuddle puddle that sprung up in the ocean. It's a safety hazard. I kept trying to escape. I'd break up the circle. They're like, oh no, get back in, circle it up. I'm like, I don't want to do this. It's good to be in the moment at Summit. We all try to do that, of course. You can be too in the moment, though. Last night, I got so high, I accidentally invested $2 million in an organic flat brim hat company. It's made 100% out of seaweed and reconstituted dolphin sperm. So it's very good for the environment, especially good for the dolphins. They really like the process. After my first show, I'm on one of 14 WhatsApp groups, and somebody sent on one of them, you gotta see, there's this company you would love to make fun of. This guy has a company that makes, I don't know, energy drinks or some shit like that out of cobra venom. I think they jack off the cobras. I don't know how they do it. And then today at lunch, some dude sits down next to me and he goes, I wonder what you'd say about this. I have a cobra venom company. It's too much. Not every idea you have while high has to become a company. And you know, once you get these ideas, you're just tripling down, you're tweaking that research so you can keep moving forward. You already have the funding. You're gonna be like, well, if you look at it this way, the data does show that cobra venom has within a 2% margin of error. When you take out the standard deviation, there's a chance it might slightly help arthritis. Let's keep moving forward. I got 15 million funding for my startup last night. I don't even have an idea for the company yet. I will actually take a second, since this is my 20th summit and I've never really plugged anything personally. I will tell you about an actual startup that I currently am CEO of. During the pandemic, we created the world's first virtual comedy venue called Nowhere Comedy. You know about Nowhere, thank you much. Where you can see and hear the performer, they can see and hear you. It's pretty cool. And in the process, we accidentally reinvented live touring. So now artists can sell tickets around the world to private ticketed shows without having to travel to that city. And it's very close to the same experience. So I only mention that because running this company is distracting from my own career. So I need someone to take that shit over. Talk to me when you're high later tonight. We'll talk about it. And I do a monthly virtual show there called Gleib Off the Top, Crowd Work and Improvised Madness. You can get a ticket and attend. It's really fun. Please check that out. And looking to grow the team on that. And I need to pass that off because the last thing I'll mention about my own endeavors is I have this very big idea I've been wanting to do for a long time to try to have more impact and more fun at the same time, kind of like Summit does, in the world. Is I realized my dream job has always been to be a late night talk show host. Johnny Carson, David Letterman are my heroes in that. And I realized there is no late night talk show on the internet. So I'm gonna do that shit. And I'm gonna create the world's first big scale late night talk show, get some of my celebrity friends involved, be able to have influencers on, people that are running cool companies, and then we can also tackle more serious issues when they come up, and people might listen. So I'd love to talk to you all about helping me maybe fund that at some point. So message me on Instagram and follow me on Instagram. I can't tell you, 300 people said to me the last 2 days, your show, it was incredible. It moved me. It was hilarious. I've never laughed so hard. You follow me on Instagram? I am not. Not interested in seeing more. But for the ship, it's nice. It's been quite the weekend. I saw somebody have an orgasm on stage. It was at a networking session. I think it was Summit Junto Ask and Offer. It was one of the more popular asks. Happy birthday to Jess, by the way. Jessica, happy birthday. I didn't get to make it to your thing because I went to bed at 8 a.m. and I was definitely still sleeping, but I got a personal hug from you that lasted about 4.5 minutes. I feel like that's a nutshell. I went straight to the source instead of having you outsource it through the crowd, so I appreciate that very much. You asked me to make fun of you during the show, and I normally don't take requests, but it is your birthday, so let's do it. Jessica, what made you think of the magic of human connection and that maybe being something that you wanted to go and do? You experimented with your friends, and that's how it started. I did that once, ended very differently. I don't actually talk about it at all. I had dinner with Jaya earlier. Round of applause for Jaya, everybody. Jaya said a sentence that blew my mind. Jaya said, "I'm by far the more reserved one in my relationship." Does he come in arenas? I don't know what that means. What does it mean? I have a bunch of regular jokes that are not Summit related before I definitely eviscerate some of your companies. But I don't know if I'm gonna do them or not, but regardless, all jokes you hear tonight are different than my 2 specials on YouTube. So please watch and share whenever you get a chance. Thank you very much. I did try the Bite toothpaste today. And I'd like to stand corrected. You bite it, you chew it, it does turn into a paste in your mouth. I still do think it's an unnecessary step. But it does reduce packaging, so I understand. If you want your toothpaste experience to put where you take a white tooth-looking thing in your mouth and make it feel like your own teeth are breaking in your mouth while you create a paste, it's the #1 toothpaste for that. But it was actually great too. So I had some founders come up to me and be like, man, you fucked up my company. And I'm like, look, obviously take what I say with a grain of salt. Bite ended up being an amazing product, you know? So also, if your business plan can be destroyed in a deep way by a comedian in 30 seconds, rethink that shit. Right? Come on. Plus, being destroyed by me on stage with like impenetrable logic probably proves the company will be successful because the world backwards. So you do you know what I mean? I wish you the best of luck. I just wanted to say a quick serious word about Summit if I can, because I've been coming for 12 years to Summit events. 12 years. My 3rd Summit at sea, my 20th or so event. And it truly is a genuinely amazing organization. That's why I keep coming back. That's why all of you keep coming back, right? Make some noise for Summit. All the founders have become my good friends. They're genuine, amazing human beings. Everyone that works here is a true... I've never seen an insincere moment. I've never seen one moment where I think, oh, that's the ulterior motive, that it truly is genuinely just to bring these people together to make impact in the world and give people a chance to connect and to experience and to enjoy when we have hectic lives. And I would not be saying any of that if I weren't on Molly right now. But I just love them. It's not particularly funny, but I've always referred to Summit as Learning Man. Quick note on sound healing. I love it. I go to sound healing events. But maybe does the FDA have to get involved in when you can use the word healing? Like, it's incredibly relaxing. But I've never walked out of a sound healing event and be like, I can see! It's just it's chill, you know? It's like, some people think when I make fun of companies here that I think the companies are stupid. That's not at all true. These companies are great purposes, great companies. Don't ever drop a fork during my show, I swear to God. No, it's fine, I don't care. Why do you have a fork in here, though? It's confusing. That sounded like a fork, didn't it? I mean, it's a distinct sound, and I can't fathom why you got a fork in here. It's Jaya's partner. It's the only way he can come. Oh. Yeah, I'm just pointing out little things maybe you could tweak in your companies, things like that. Like, for example, I was assured that my friend Jeff would think this is funny, so from the gift bags, for example. Great company. You guys get that awesome cloth bandana in the gift bag? Amazing. 1 golden thread, incredible company, lovely, lovely bandana. I recommend you use it. But let me just read you some of the language. Jeff's an amazing human. He'll understand this and then burn these cards. This is a golden gift from nature. Already a little strong. A sacred made blend of regenerative European beech trees. Here's a fact. You can't just declare something sacred on your own. You can't just buy a bunch of cloth and be sacred now. And then it describes the product and it says, unisexy, second skin softness, and versa stylish. You can't understand what that means. Nobody reads that and is like, that's what I've been looking for. Unisexy second skin softness. My dreams have been answered. Doesn't make any fucking sense. I was on the mailroom panel, Mindy's mailroom panel the first day, and great guys up there. I was the only honest one. Great guys, but a lot of guys here in this community think to attract a woman, you have to pretend as though you are not attracted to women. What is it that you look for in a woman, and how do you seduce a woman? I love to stare in their eyes. I'll touch their cheek maybe if things get hot and heavy. I like to connect on a deep level. I like to make sure we are soul partners and you express your most true version of yourself so I know my soul's connecting with the most true version. Is fucking anywhere in there? Is there any fucking? I hope you did see in the packet it said, please make sure you don't fangirl or fanboy over any of the people on stage that are presenting. And you guys are amazing at that. We're all the same. We're all one, unless you're a billionaire who emerges from the ocean. And then everybody's like, my God, he's here. He used to parachute around the world. Let's lift him. No, Chibai, Chiwara. As I wrote that joke, I was gravitating towards him. I don't know what happened. It's incredible. He looks amazing for 100. I like to make fun of a man on his own boat. That's what I enjoy. Let's check the time. We got plenty of time. Good job. Thanks, Mom. The fuck kind of feedback is that? And that's the same guy who pretended he saw my dick earlier. Don't think I don't know you. You are being very well behaved. Is that your first time? Do I expect you to be well behaved? Believe it or not, and I hate to break your bubble here, I have no expectations regarding you. I'm so sorry. In your mind, do you think I'm going back to my cabin, hanging on my hammock on my balcony, being like, what does she think about me? I just hope she knows I don't think she really wants me to fuck a dog. It's a callback to the other day for those of you who are confused and were not there. God damn. I was having an interaction with someone last night, lovely interaction, then suddenly she's like, can I glitter you? And suddenly I was like getting glitter in my eye. I couldn't remove it. I scrubbed my skin off all morning. Couldn't get it off. Thoroughly confusing. It's hard, it's interesting, it's weird to try to build a career in show business when there's so much competition these days, and a lot of time put in doesn't lead to great result. A lot of times, like, for example, I had an audition recently to play one of the lead roles in an ABC sitcom. Thank you. To play a young man with autism. And I did not get the part. Apparently, I was not believable as young. But I spent 4 days studying people with neurodivergence, trying to create a subtle yet funny performance because it was a comedy show. Turned in my tape I recorded for the audition, and the producer actually called me and said, Ben, we loved your audition. We would love to give you this role, but we realized we probably should give it to somebody who actually is neurodivergent. And I respect that, and it's not a point you could really argue, but I did think, could you not have come to that conclusion 4 fucking days ago? Because now, not only did I lose 4 days of my life, but now there's a tape floating around of me pretending to be autistic. Do you understand how problematic that is? It's a problem. This guy keeps saying, let's see it, show us. Are you talking about the tape or my dick? Which one are you talking about? Either? Both? It's a weird foreplay. Here's me pretending to be autistic, and I'll slowly undress now. I got a lot of other jokes, but I'd rather just start talking to some of you, I think. Just follow me on Instagram for the jokes. That's the ones that aren't catered to you, so we may as well dive into this unique situation. Your shirt says, rebuilding the beast. The fuck? What does that mean? Can you explain that? It's a storytelling platform. It's a podcast. You corrected that because of my language the other day, telling you to not make it sound too fucking fancy. It's a website and a podcast called Rebuilding the Beast. This is about injured animals. What is the premise of the podcast? Telling comeback stories, mostly about beasts. We're all beasts. Speak for yourself. Speak for your fucking self. What a statement. We're all beasts. Man thinks he's a beast and just throws all of humanity under the bus. Oh, shit. You got a great, look. You're very tight pants. What do? Tightest pants. You just uncrossed your legs and your balls did not uncross. It's incredible. Oh, there they go. Now they're good. What do you do when you're not doing ball aerobics? You're an inventor? I doubt it. Wait till the answer. I'll beat the judge, all right? What do you invent?
Grow boxes. AI grow boxes.
Grow boxes? AI grow boxes for plants? It's artificial intelligence grow boxes? So are these real grow boxes, or do we just put it on the cloud and tell people we're growing boxes and send them a video that is unverifiable? Which, by the way, I didn't get to see the AI talk the other day, but I've never heard such a contradictory sentence so many times before in my life or on a boat. Did you see the AI talk? It was amazing, and humanity's over soon. I don't know when, but I love the talk. The fuck's an AI grow box? What's a grow box, firstly? An ecosystem for plants? Pots haven't done it for thousands of years? This motherfucker, I wonder how we could get plants to flourish. It's a problem I've been hoping to solve. I noticed a real problem with indoor plants not thriving except in old cat ladies' houses, in which case they really thrive. So you create an ecosystem for plants. So you got a little mini box rainforest in your house. Beautiful. And then what's the AI part of it? Humanity's doomed for sure. You have an app and you look at the pixel clusters and you can adjust how much you feed the plant? Do we not have eyes anymore? Do your eyes not do that? Instead of looking at the actual plant and seeing it's turning brown, look at the representation of the plant with pixel clusters we have less accurately recreated. And then you can adjust it. You can never look at your plant ever while growing your plants. It's the best. And are these real plants or fake plants? That's not even clear. Real plants. And you look at the app picture of the fucking plant. Can I see on your phone a picture of the plant? Let me see one of these pixel cluster plant images. It's not even live video of the plant. It's fake, artificially created images of a plant that's right to your left that you could just look at. You brought the weed. I guess he did. Look at that shit. But I don't understand. This is a picture of an actual plant. That's not an AI photo, right? That's a real picture of a real plant. Remember the part where we talked about show me the pixels? I didn't say show me a picture of an actual plant. That's my point. The actual plant looks better than your pixel recreation. And I said, show it to me. And you showed me a plant in life. Do you have the fucking 2-bit Atari first Pong game representation of a plant? Boop, boop, boop. Give it more water like you naturally would have. What a waste of time and money. Oh, makes me angry. I wish you luck, though. Good luck. Jesus Christ. What you do first is you deprive the plant of water. You break it down, and then you rebuild the beast. God damn. What do you do, sir? You what? You do impact investment. You don't put your money unless it helps the planet. Is that right? Give me an example of one of the companies you invest in. Say it again? A company that reverses diabetes. You think you're better than me? That's a pretty good company. Does it already reverse diabetes? This has been proven? For 6 years with over 1 million people? And you can see what's wrong with our very broken media. There was never the one moment of relief in the constant fear-based media where they said, guess what? Diabetes cured. This guy's doing it for 6 years, funding this company. Media doesn't mention it. It's wild. It's like the same thing recently. I saw a commercial for an AIDS medicine that literally said this new AIDS medicine can not only make AIDS undetectable in your body and no HIV detectable in your body, you also cannot spread it to a partner. That's called a cure. And we never got cure for AIDS. Not one happy day in the news. It's more of a public service announcement than a joke. But you get it. You're wearing golden glasses, definitely not a prescription. How high are you? Not high enough. What do you do, sir? You're an arms dealer? He had that answer ready. What do you really do? You are an arms dealer? Explain. Of what? You're an arms dealer of consciousness? Everyone hugging people on this boat is literally an arms dealer. They're like, come here. An arms dealer of consciousness. I love the way you've brought violence to the enlightened community. What do you mean? Can you elaborate on what you do? Later? No. No. You don't get to say arms dealer of consciousness and then be like, but I'm good. You think I'm new, motherfucker? Come on. Explain arms dealer of consciousness. You would have said impact investor. So you decided to up the douche level by 10,000%. There's not enough alcohol on the boat. If there is more alcohol, I will take some, though. Please let me know. If you want to get it for me, in fact, there's a bar I love on the 16th deck. They make especially good free drinks. Tell her what? Tell her to get a ripped pen? A red pen? The fuck does that mean? No, I don't listen to the other guys. I'm very self-absorbed. In fact, what I was actually doing backstage was, where the fuck did my old fashioned go? Can I get another old fashioned? And then Inky and I took a selfie in the mirror. But I don't need to reference it, but I do want to talk to you now. What do? You do that guy? I said, what do you do? He goes, this guy. Listen, I don't mean to judge the way you do it in Australia at all. You guys do you. New Zealand? Yeah, same shit, all right? I know you don't think so. But over here, we don't give a shit and there's no difference, okay? New Zealand. Australia is totally different. Yeah, I agree. I'm from Australia. It's different. Don't you, bro? Absolutely. I agree. Do you? Absolutely. We're totally different people. We're not at all the same. I did go British at the end there. Sorry. Australian's not my best accent. What do you do? Oh, made a bunch of stuff. I tackle crocodiles out in the outback. I eat fresh kangaroo meat, and I'm an impact investor that makes very wisely decided based on possible 10x return in the impact sphere, as long as we're in a vertical sector that makes sure people are able to impact the world in the most possible way while I'm eating a kangaroo and hopping straight to fucking hell. You understand? New Zealand. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. That's the right place to go. Man in a cape and a hood just fucking ducked by. Like that's supposed to be normal. Jesus Christ. There's such a thing as too much confidence, and it's everywhere. God damn. Does anybody here have a company you want to raise your hand for me to talk about? Who's brave enough to volunteer there? Shut the fuck up. Literally, I'm going to have you banned by the Better Business Bureau from ever starting a business. You understand? Yeah, right here, over there. Who are we pointing to? This guy standing here? You, sir. Cybersecurity AI. Okay, this I'm actually a little bit interested in, only because we're about a week and a half away from AI literally ruining the entire planet. You're defending from bad AI, and how do you do it? It's long and you're not going to explain it to me? Am I too stupid for you? It's very hard. We're trying to defend the planet. I don't have time. I just explained there's a week and a half left. Biggest minds here on the planet all converged. I don't have time right now to explain how we're urgently saving the planet. Take 3 sentences. Fucking say it. It's important. Come here and say it into a microphone. Come up here quickly. Come on. Thank you so much. How you doing?
I'm good. Thank you.
Go ahead and tell us. I'll hold it for you. Just in case shit goes awry.
So in technology, we have something called 0 days, which is basically viruses that the companies don't know about. So we are security researchers. We have a bunch of 0 days, and we are going to defend North America from China. That's our company. We defend against China. And
first of all, you falsely pitched it up top. The fuck does that got to do with AI? It's got nothing. You're not saving us from AI. You're using AI. You're using AI to detect security threats from China and Russia and who else? Iran?
Right, of course.
Okay, so it's not at all what you said. So you're accelerating AI. Get the fuck off the stage. You're accelerating.
It's like the Terminator. It's self-healing. It's like
No, you're like Terminator 2 Terminator, who's now the bad guy, or the Terminator 1. You know what the fuck I'm saying. Wait, so you're using AI to stop these adversarial countries from doing what?
Exactly.
Exactly? From doing what? Exactly. Thank you very much. 100% there's Molly in this.
Stop the hacks. We stop
You stop the hacks.
by patching the code with AI. The AI patches the code so there's no more hackers in the system.
Wow, and you've solved it. China's been neutralized.
Yeah, that's it. There's no more Chinese hackers. They're all dead.
Amazing, dude. Amazing. And how long you been delusional?
3 months.
3 months. Congrats. You're a 3-month-old company?
3 months old.
Piece of advice in the future, don't say we're stopping it. Say we hope to at some point stop it. It's unproven.
My CTO hacked the US government when he was 14. He's a cyber terrorist.
You don't admit that shit publicly ever. My CTO, integral part of our team, international criminal, on the lam. He's wanted everywhere. I would only ever say it on international waters. Don't say anything. What? It's live on Instagram already? Run!
He paid his dues. He worked for the government. Now he works for me. So the good guys.
And what is your button? This is a clear button?
That's right. It can be anything you want.
Fuck, go get the fuck out of here. Even buttons. He's reinventing buttons. I'm creating an ecosystem for meaningless buttons so we can support people who have their own meaning in their own heart and always wish they could be a button. Just don't start the company. Sober up and get a fucking job. Who else we got? Any other companies that want us? Right back there, you, sir. What? Can you get closer? No thanks. Go ahead. You help people make new living soil all over the world together. I'm also missed this new news headline. Attention, Americans, all soil is now dead. I hope a gray-haired man in the back can reinvent soil and bring it back to life. What does it mean, living soil, and how do you spread it? You must have an enormous truck. Most soil on farmlands is dead? Well, I'm gonna agree to disagree. Because you know how I know that maybe you're not fully right? There's still crops. So maybe say a lot of it. You said most. Maybe you said most. Fair enough. Shit, that was a good callback. I mean, I know more about the food system than I let on for that joke the other night, but what am I missing about the food system? Tell me. Uh-huh. Oh. I've been eating facade vegetables? I've been eating artificially created vegetables? If only we could harness those vegetables to stop China, Russia, and Iran. You guys could join forces and throw tomatoes at the Communist Chinese Republic and make sure we stay free from efficiency and TikTok. That's incredible. What? You want the whole world to have healthy food, even China. I like that last part. That's really nice. I like that a lot. And how long's your company been going? It's a nonprofit? That's a bad business model. I don't know if you're aware at all about how business goes, but that's not the way to really scale up. I would take on this aspect of the business, but we might get profits. Go ahead. I love that. I love that. And what's the company called? It's called Make Soil? No. The company premise, very good, very, was that you, Ken? Company premise, very good, very noble. Name, very boring. Make Soil? MakeSoil.org? Couldn't get a .com? You got both. Oh, good for you, dude. Can anybody make soil, or do they have to just like give you money and then you go bring soil to people?
Everybody can, but most people don't know how. They don't realize it's a recipe. So we're finding every single person on the planet who knows how to make soil. We call them a soil maker, and we're matching them with...
Wait, you call the people who make soil soil makers? We've coined a new age term that encapsulates the people who are trying to make soil. We call them soil makers. What? Oh, okay, take that back. Shit. This guy's trying to save the whole fucking planet and he's about to kick me in the teeth. This guy, very angry. We are saving the planet and we coined the phrase. Don't make me pour soil on you like Biff in Back to the Future and shit. Thank you so much. What I needed now was a balloon brought on stage. Is that a condom? It is. Not big enough. So stupid, I'm sorry. There you go. Oh, shit. I'm what? I'm still in recovery, it's true. No, I'm not in recovery. I'm good to go. Why are you? Your backstage pass has been revoked, sir. Putting this away. There we go. I got the 5-minute light, so let's do about 15 more. Does that sound good? Or you can go and see one of a series of 300 DJs. Are you ready? Can they just press pause on the playlist, or? Who else we got? Who else? Any other companies? You, sir? Oh, I like a company being pitched to me by a man with shorts and eyeliner. Go ahead. And I will be wearing eyeliner later tonight, so no judgment, okay? The most sophisticated vibrator on the planet. Does it wear a hat? It has a cane and it wears a fucking smoking jacket. Evening, ma'am. May I enter you, or shall I bid you adieu? What makes it so sophisticated? It uses science? Why'd you point to me on the word science? Do you think I'm science? It uses science. That's what he did. Okay, go ahead. No. This is a perfect example. Obviously, it would be great to take away people's trauma. But if you think your vibrator's doing it, that is the worst pickup line I've ever heard in my life. I've got a vibrator. We're in beta right now. It will take away your trauma. So if you want to come to room AZ 1599497, let's go downtown to Chinatown. You know what I'm talking about. There's 5 of them here? Don't you think one should get the job done? If you need 5, I would go back into product development. A lot of people have tried it here. Make some noise if you have tried the trauma relieving vibrator. And now make some noise if your trauma has been cured by the vibrator. Oh, crazy. I'm shocked that my random guess and obvious intuition about that product was instantly proven. What's the product called? Shift wave? Oh wait, that's not a vibrator. I love shift wave. That's not you mean a vibrating chair. You did not phrase that right. Shift wave is fucking awesome. I was in that shit on Molly and Palm Desert. All of a sudden, I was in outer space. It's incredible. I love shift wave. Came twice. Will you squeeze me in later into the shift wave? Do I have to wear pants? Who else we got here? I'll just pick on people randomly if I don't. You right there. Yes, ma'am. You got the hat, so I'm ready to listen. I don't know if you heard that. She said we're taking MDMA and turning it into a prescription medicine to treat PTSD. I've been doing this 22 years. Never heard a company I believe in more wholeheartedly. Well done. Well done. Well done. What do you do? You're doing better technology for kids? Thank God. Because what we need is more technology for kids. You've identified the problem with today's kids. Not enough technology. They're on devices all day and you thought, here's how I'm gonna solve for this, more. More and better. Because you're obviously a startup, so without even knowing anything about it, you clearly are going to not replace the current devices until you really scale up and maybe change consciousness. So for many, many years, you will just be adding screen time for our children. What does your technology do that's better? You did say better. I don't know if we're better. Let me clarify. We're just regular technology for kids. I'm so sorry. I just peed myself a little. We're worse technology. We're new. We're less funded than the big guys. And I wish I didn't talk. I'm not talking. Can I be the guy from Thursday who doesn't know who he is or what he does? I'd like to be him. You're not necessarily better. So what do you do? What's your business plan? You're trying to keep Facebook away from your kids and onto your platform. So what's better about your platform? If it's just the same or not as good, then what you're doing is not a great plan. So clearly you think it's better. Explain why it's better. You don't elicit or tape? You don't elicit or take or sell data. You have no data. You don't sell it. You just said you don't take it, and now you said you do take it. This is what's going to happen when you're testifying in front of Congress. You got to get your shit straight. We don't elicit or take data. You don't take data, sir. We do. We take data. Absolutely. We always have. We always said that. But we're a better technology platform. You're better, we're not better. No. We're worse, and we sell the data to the Chinese. We need to be buried in new soil to stop us. We are a very negative influence on this country. Thank you, Senator, for pointing that out and putting me in my place. What's your company called? Kinzu? Amazing. So you want it to scale up to people who don't speak English. Kinzu? That's those sharp knives they sold on TV in the 90s. The Kinzu 2000. The sharpest knife to addict your children to more screens. Kinzu? Kinzu? What's the name mean? It's Japanese for not well thought out. I'm so sorry. It's a great business. It's a great business. This guy seems very sad now. It's a great business. Would you like to have some screen time in the corner? We're going to get you some screen time, okay? Anybody got an iPad? We can just set him up. You could play fucking Candy Crush or something and just crush some candy as the world gets destroyed by artificial intelligence. I would have stopped it, but I was crushing candy. I had no choice. Couple more before we get out of here and go get fucked up and party the rest of the night away. Have you been having fun, by the way? Have you been having fun at Summit this weekend? Are you gonna fucking follow me on Instagram? There we go. That's fantastic. Thank God. All right, who else we got? Two more. Where? Where? Oh, up here. I can't see, but go ahead and talk. That was a dirty trick. An angel up there is like, I help kids with autism because I love my family, and love is important. Poke a hole in that, asshole. Good on you, mysterious man in the sky. Oh shit, what if that's God? God, is that you? Say hi to my dad for me, will you? That was a very heartfelt awe. Thank you for that. Thank you so much for that. My dad would have liked that. I don't know that for sure. because he's dead now. I can't know. Can't run it by him. I love people's love during this difficult time. It's very sweet. Some people overextend and tell you very cockily they know what my dad's doing now in heaven. It's very sweet to say, I'm sure your dad is looking down upon you. But don't say, I know your dad's looking down upon you. Are you the Lord? How the fuck do you know that shit? I had someone on Instagram literally say to me in the comments, biggest Dodger fan ever, my dad, and he goes, I know that your father is not only watching all the Dodger games, but watching all past Dodger games. They got fucking DVR in heaven now? They got YouTube in heaven now? Didn't know that shit. I digress. Who else we got? Where? Up there. Go ahead. Great. That's the way you answer a fucking question. Without pretense or added on flowery bullshit. Video game production company. And what kind of games? Well, we make sustainable soil products that teaches children to regenerate the soil with their minds and the sperm of whales. What kind of video games do you make? PC console? Are you trying to take us back into the past? What is it, a Make America Great Again situation? PC. Why would you do that? Oh yeah, PC's better for gaming, that's true. I take it back. What's your favorite game, your best game your company makes? You help what? You help create Halo and Diablo. Those are games? See if you can make a fake one and sell it to kids. Get in on that. Make a slightly better version of Diablo. A game named after the fucking devil in Spanish. See if you can make it 10% less and undercut Facebook's profits. No, what you're doing does sound nice. I don't want to make your mission statement sound bad, even though I still don't understand it and it might be fucked up. Who else we got? Who else we got? I want to pick on somebody randomly. Right there. You work for Summit. What a fucking idiot you are. I'm kidding. Summit's the best. I can't say that. Can't make fun of Summit. What do you do for Summit?
Database administrator
And lodging director. Shit. I love that. Actually, I've only have a positive thing to say. I've met some of the roommate pairings. And if you could share that algorithm with the governments of the world, we could have world peace. I've never seen such good matches in my life. Fast friends. People are like meeting their soulmate friendship partners thanks to your great work. It's incredible. I bet it's all you. I get it. Who else can we talk to real quick before we wrap this thing up? You right there. You're the high priestess of an acid church. Will you marry me? What's the premise behind your church? You tell the story of the medicine? There's too much obsession with telling the story of the medicine. Like there was a talk, the history of psychedelics. I don't give a fuck. Does it get me fucked up? I'm in. Did you know the ancient Romans did psychedelics? No. But I now learned that from the description. I'm skipping that talk. And I'm just gonna do the psychedelics during that time frame. Oh, I did not know that Socrates also liked to get fucked up on the weekends. How exciting. It's nice to meet you, Your Honor. Who else we got? One last one. Everybody here's got a company or two or three, so there's got to be another person here. Yes, I see a hand waving. Go ahead. What's that? A VR workout. I do like working out when I can't really actually move or progress at all. I'm stuck in a weird box. I end up hitting my own shelves and cutting my hands slightly. That's nice. What's your twist on the already existing from many companies VR workouts? It's what? I'm sorry, somebody's too drunk and I didn't hear. One more time. Well, yeah, you already said that part. It's about having fun and exercising in virtual reality. What's the company called? It's None of you have friends you could run this shit by. It's a VR workout company. What's it called? VR Workout. It's a company that makes new soil. What's it called? New Soil. It's a company that makes better Facebook. What's it called? Better Facebook. That may or may not be better. We don't know yet, but we're rolling with it until I crack under the slightest amount of pressure. I'm Ben Gleib. Good night, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, keep it going for Ben Gleib! Do you guys have a good time tonight?